Okay, we're going to talk about our first oil today, and that is one of my favorites and one that I cannot go without is lavender. How many of you guys like lavender? Raise your hand. Please leave in the comments below what you use lavender for, your stories, your lavender stories, and any questions you may have. And I'm only going to cover a couple minutes of each oil, so I'm not going to be covering everything, so this doesn't tell you that this is all that lavender or all the other oils can do. There's so much more, but I'm just going to give you some of my ideas of how I use them, and just some cool things. So, okay, so let's talk about lavender. Lavender has hundreds of different chemical constituents in it. But couple of the ones that I want to talk to you about is linalool and linalool acetate. Now those two work hand in hand together. They are what gives lavender its anti-inflammatory properties. Also, it's sedative and calming properties. So when you think of an oil that you need for inflammation, probably mostly on your skin or for your muscles, you want to think lavender. When you want to think about anxiety, calming, sleep, you're a little anxious, your nervous system is like crazy, or your kids are having a hard time falling asleep, you want to think lavender, okay? So lavender, just a couple things that I use lavender for. I use it for all sorts of things. It's just one of those oils that you can use it for everything, right? I can use it in my diffuser before bed to help kind of set the mood, calm things down. I put it in my kids' room. It's always in my kids' diffuser along with whatever I feel like that they need to help them sleep, and to kind of calm things down. I'll back up a little bit. Lavender is one of these oils that I think of for skin support for a couple different ways. I have my face cream that I use, and I always have lavender, frankincense, and copaiba in there. Sometimes I'll have geranium, but those are different oils, so we'll just talk about these. So I just put it all over my face. I put it on my kids, my hands, and like that. My daughter had woken up, this is probably a year ago, but she had woken up and she had a reaction on her arm. It was itching, and of course, I went for that lavender, got some coconut oil and put a drop or two of lavender and just rubbed it on her skin. I said go to bed, and that was it. I hadn't heard from her, and it was all fine, and she woke up in the morning. Really good. So I think of lavender as my skin oil, and a calming oil. It is also really good for the respiratory system, so it's a good one to kind of put on the kids' chest if they're having a cough. Lavender is also a good one for seasonal support. It's a good one to put in the diffuser with peppermint and lemon. 2 drops of each, or maybe even more if you want, make it a little bit stronger. Lavender is a good one. What you can do is if you're like those times where you're feeling tired, you need a little calming down, or you're trying to calm down to go to bed. This is a good one to just put a drop on your hands and just take a deep breath and put the rest on your back, in the back of your neck, and on your chest. Do the same thing with your children. It's a super safe oil. I would, of course, dilute all oils for the very first time that you use them to see how they react with your skin. If there is any reaction, you just use a carrier oil. I don't know if I said that already. Anyway, those are my tips for you guys. If you guys have any questions, concerns, or comments, please leave them below, and please share your ideas of how you use lavender. Bye.